Hello, my butterfly beauties, and welcome. If you are new, my name is Charlen, and on this channel, we discuss everything beauty, fragrance, and lifestyle. So if you like my style, why don't you subscribe and you stay a while. In today's video, we're doing a quick get ready with me. I try to keep it short, keep it simple, and so if you would like to see how I created this look, then just let's get started. Now I'm going in with the Marc Jacobs eye primer. I started putting it on my lids and I said, go ahead and turn this camera on. So I'm just gonna put that all over my lid. On my eyebrows, I decided not to film that part. I just went ahead and did them. But I just put the Kat Von D medium brown brow pomade on my eyebrows. And the palette I'm going to use today is the Natasha Denona Trio Chrome palette. This is her version of a trio chrome. Not really much of a trio chrome, but the ideal is each row creates a look, and we're going to use the bottom row in this palette. So we're going to focus on shades in this bottom row of this trio chrome palette. I'm going to take my Morphe 504 brush. This is a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to start out with this shade called Diatonic. That is this one here. And I'm just going to focus that on my crease. I'm going to take some of that platinum off the same row. I'm just going to put that more so on the inner parts. Put that back on my crease since I didn't put that on this side. I'm just using the same brush to do both of these. Kind of having it go from that one shade into the other shade. All right, we're going to take some of that Garmin, which is this shade here, by this other shade, and just going to put this on the outer V and see what it is giving. I'm focusing this one on the outer V. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm cleaning off the brush and I'm just making sure all those shades on the top blending well together. And we're gonna go in with my finger with the actual trio chrome color here. Just blend that out on my lid. Take the other brush without adding anything and just kind of buff the edges around. And we're going to leave the eyes alone for this moment. Base Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Foundation we're using today is the NARS. This is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. See where we go. I haven't worn this one in a while, so. We're gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Finish Flawless Powder. Dip going in this one. We're going to use Fenty Beauty Cocoa Naughty bronzer. Using my Morphe M437 brush. Going in with this MAC Sun Bask blush, and I'm using the Refer 04 brush to put this on. Going back in with my Charlotte Tilbury powder and this big found powder brush, and I'm just going to lightly tap it in here and swirl it around to kind of help buff things together. Now we're going back to the eyes, and I'm using the Pat McGrath. This is her liner, her black liner in Extreme Black. I'm going to go back to my palette, and I'm going to take this smaller pencil brush here in number 03 from Refer. I'm going to go back into this Trio Chrome and just make sure it's coming down around to my inner corner. Now we're going in the YSL Volumizing Mascara for my top and bottom lash. I'm going to go in with my Knit Slip Liner, and this is an Espresso. And we're going to go in with Pat McGrath Flesh Floor Luxe Gloss. So I finished everything else off with this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Setting Mist. And what do you guys think of the look? Let me know down below in the comments, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.